Hey everybody, it's Robert with the Not Move podcast, and this is Ringside ReWind. We got a lot to talk about today. We got Friday Night SmackDown, we got Monday Night Raw, and we're gonna go over WrestleMania. We were gonna do a little game that we had going on, which wrestler's better, but it's only me today. So, as for now, if someone else comes up here, we'll add the game back in. But for now, we're just gonna go over Friday Night SmackDown to start off the night. With Friday Night SmackDown results, let's go. You had Rhea Ripley defeated Michin in a submission, and then Rhea Ripley ended up getting jumped, which I thought that was a little crazy, man. Like, I don't like this feud this little team they got going on with Jade Cargill, Rhea, and Jade Cargill, Michin, and BFAB. I don't know why it's there, man. It doesn't make sense. But at the same time, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, it gives BFAB a push. And they both get a shot at WrestleMania, so I can get why they did it. So it kind of makes sense at the same time. Oh, I guess we're gonna find out if the fiction stands out, man. Because if Jade wins at WrestleMania, but when we get into Monday Night Raw, we got a lot to talk about because Rhea. This makes me think Rhea is gonna win at WrestleMania. What happened at Monday Night Raw? Going up, let's go to the next match. We had Uncle Howie versus Tama Tonga, and Tama Tonga. Uncle Howie beats Tama Tonga, which that leads to Solo and them giving up the lantern. When Solo gave up the lantern, now they're going back after the titles, which I thought this was going to lead to an MFT breakup, but it did not lead to an MFT breakup. So, yeah, man, pretty decent match, man. All honesty, Uncle Howie is carrying Bray Wyatt's legacy pretty well as of right now. I hope he can keep it going. Man, he does good as it is, man. We had Aleister Black versus Matt Cardona. I don't know what they're doing with Matt Cardona at this point because Aleister Black ended up beating Matt Cardona. Is he just a jobber? Is Matt Cardona considered a jobber? Or is he doing the same approach that Chelsea Green did? If he loses in a match, he don't care because eventually he's going to get a title, and then people are going to like it when he has the title. I could see him doing that approach. He could be doing the same approach Chelsea Green did. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that. But when it comes to Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair defeating Bayley and Lyra, that match itself, it was a great match. But the WrestleMania match that we're going to talk about, man, talk about a match. That's going to be... Hold on, wait. All right, sorry about that, guys. My computer had a little bit of issues, so I had a little bit of technical difficulties, but it's all right. We're back up and running. When it came to that match, it was a good match. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair did win the match. But I don't think it's going to be that result at WrestleMania. I think out of the Fatal 4-Way, I think Bayley and Ira is going to take the titles, man. It makes the most sense to me. What's y'all's thoughts on it? Y'all let me know. And yeah, man, it was an eye match. When the tag team champions, okay, so this is actually funny. R-Truth gave a title shot to The Miz. And, The Miz took it. Damian Priest didn't understand why R-Truth gave him the title shot. They didn't deserve it. So, why give it to him, right? Well, he got the title shot. And Kid Wilson, it was the Miz and Kid Wilson. Danhausen came out and was trying to curse the Miz, and he accidentally cursed the ref. So then when the Miz went for the pin, the ref caught a cramp in his arm, and then Damian Priest hit him with the South of Heaven and then won the match. Damian Priest, he did what he had to do, man. Like Damian Priest and R-Truth at WrestleMania, let's go, man. I'm looking forward to that. That definitely has to be the tag team title match because the Usos are in a match with LA Knight versus ISO Speed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory, which we'll talk about that match. That match is kind of interesting, kind of not. Now, this is where I don't understand. Sami Zayn beats Carmelo Hayes. When Sami Zayn beat Carmelo Hayes, man, by the way, shout out to Trick Williams. He had Little Yachty come out. Man, they were on fire the whole night. The show was on fire. Well, why couldn't we get Melo versus Trick, and instead of Sammy versus Trick? But we got Sammy versus Trick. We're gonna have to live with it. It might end up still being a triple threat. We're just gonna have to hold on because I don't think they're not gonna have Melo at WrestleMania. I think you gotta have Carmelo Hayes at WrestleMania. There's just no way. Now, when we were looking for the mystery man, who was Randy Orton talking to on the phone, right? Now, most of us would probably say it would be somebody like could have been John Cena, could have been the dude that was with them in the fiction, could have been The Rock. It could have been anyone. But it was Pat McAfee. What are we doing? I mean, I like the promo he cut it. It was pretty decent. But I don't like it. I'm not liking it. I'm not a fan of it. But all around that Friday Night SmackDown, it was a banger. It was it was a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, great show. I can't wait for the road to WrestleMania. But before we get into Monday Night Raw, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Then after Monday Night Raw, we're going to talk about the road to WrestleMania. This actually ain't going to be a long show today, just because I'm by myself, man, and my mouth's kind of hurting a little bit. So we're going to hear a word from our sponsors real quick.
Teaming up with BetUS, the sports book that lets you wager anywhere in the country.
And we're giving you a massive edge. Use promo code NOTMOVE when you sign up and get a 100% match on your first 3 deposits.
Plus, there's a 200% crypto bonus up to $27.50. Football, hoops, baseball, soccer, it's all in play.
Think you know sports? Ride with the underdog. Get in on Pick'em or Best Ball. Make your moves and watch the games come alive. Play $5, get 100 instantly when you sign up with promo code NOTMOVED. Turn every drive, dunk, and homer into a payday. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and start winning.
Need some new Not Move drip? The In the Wickets hoodie just dropped. Super soft fleece, heavyweight feel, and the official NMP patch on the sleeve. Tap add to cart, check out, and let us handle the rest. In a couple days, it shows up at your door, ready to rock. Rep the podcast from the couch to the tip.
Oh, the Orphan Elimination Chamber tee just dropped. Fresh out the box. Look at this.
That print is nasty. Chain link O, silver hit. It's tough.
It's soft too, y'all. Fits right. Little drip for the Elimination Chamber weekend.
We rocking these all season.
If you're part of the Not Move fam, you already know.
Jump on it before it's
Grab
gone.
yours now at Not Move Shop.
Today's episode of Not Moved is brought to you by Open Goal, the world's #1 backyard goal. If you love soccer but hate chasing balls into the neighbor's yard, this thing is a game changer. Its rebound net sends missed shots right back to you, and the side nets keep your landscaping and your windows safe. It's perfect for kids, for training, or just having fun.
Today's episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by Walmart.com. With our storefront in the Walmart app, you can get everything you need, pick up or have it delivered.
We ordered dinner while recording and it showed up before we wrapped.
Better Good sweet corn and burrata ravioli.
Nerdy protein drinks, even St. Patrick's Day treats.
Walmart.com.
Episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by the MLB Shop. They have every team's gear, from classic caps to World Baseball Classic hoodies, all official and all ready for game day. Tap the link in our bio to head straight to the shop and snag your favorite merch.
Basketball nights just got even bigger. With NMP and MyBookie, you can bet on every matchup, no matter where you live. Tap in, pick your spread, and watch the action unfold. Start wagering in every state with NMP and their sponsor, MyBookie.ag. Use promo code NOTMOVED for up to $125.
The Not Move podcast is fueled by W Energy. Smooth, jitter-free focus, and flavors that slap. Mango, berry, watermelon. Whatever gets you locked in, they've got it. Hit up W.GG, use promo code NOTMOVED, and snag 10% off your order. Stay not moved, stay energized.
Today's episode is brought to you by the NFL Pro Shop. If you want to rep your squad with fresh gear, this is where you get it.
Jerseys, hats, hoodies.
Even the sideline stuff. It's all there and it's all official. Hit the Not Move link in our bio. Gear up for
right here on TikTok. The Not Move podcast presents you Southgate's Parlays. Break the bookies, not your bank. For just $9.99 a day or $49.99 a week, you get the daily fire picks delivered straight to your phone and a direct line to Southgate himself in our private Discord. Tap the link, grab your membership at NotMoveShop.
Not Move, fam. Southgate edition just landed and it's fire. Check the tee, watch out for the skis and the wickets. Hockey stick, cricket wickets, all vibes. We got hoodies, mugs, caps, beanies, whatever you need. Cop yours before they...
So that's everything the Not Move podcast. That's all our sponsors. Shout out to all the sponsors, man. Try that W Energy drink. I recommend the mango, man. Use code Not Move. But let's get into Monday Night Raw. CM Punk appeared on the show. He gave us a promo. Now Roman Reigns wasn't there. CM Punk made some valid points that Roman Reigns ain't there. He uses TV for an excuse and everything. He uses going to film TV shows excuse not to appear. CM Punk has done TV shows and still appeared on the show, and done movies and still appeared on the show every week. And what Roman was saying, what Punk was saying is they need to lower the ticket prices in his promo, which I didn't really understand. I liked the promo, but then again, I kind of don't like this feud so far. I think they need to go a little bit harder on it. Definitely with Roman only showing up one every 2 weeks. Definitely you got to go harder with this feud. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens with it. So then we had a triple threat or a tag team match, 3 versus 3. You had the fake El Grande Americano and his team versus Dragon Lee, Penta, and Javon Evans. Javon Evans got the win over El Grande Americano, the fake one. And next thing you know, after that happened, Rey Mysterio came back. Let's go. And Rey Mysterio will be at WrestleMania, dog. Rey Mysterio now, it is a 6-man ladder match. That is the match I can't wait to see right there. That's going to be a good match. You got Javon Evans, Rusev, Penta, Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, and JD McDonough. That's going to be a fire match, man. Like, that's going to be a straight up banger. That could be an instant classic right there. So I can't wait to see that match. It's going to be a great match. Moving on to the next thing on Monday Night Raw, we had a backstage segment. Actually, Stephanie Valpera gave a promo, basically told Liv Morgan she can do these childish games too. Called Liv Morgan the B word. And then next thing you know, Liv Morgan's backstage with Roxanne talking about Finn Balor betraying on him and everything. And next thing you know, Stephanie Valpera throws Liv Morgan into Roxanne Perez, and both Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan are both in concussion protocol as of right now. Liv Morgan has a huge bump on her forehead. It is a huge, huge bump, man. Wish the best for Liv Morgan. I really hope Liv Morgan wins this title now, man. I really hope she does. It would be nice to see Liv Morgan with another title. You had Rhea and Io versus Michin and BFAF. Io ends up getting the win, but after the match, Rhea gets held down by BFAF and Michin as Jade destroys Io Sky. And this is what leads me to think Rhea Ripley's going to win the title at WrestleMania, because they did the same thing with Jey Uso 2 years ago, man. They had him held down while Gunther put him in handcuffs while he destroyed Jimmy Uso. And then next thing you know, Jey won the title. So, it's predictable. I think that match is going to be predictable. I think Rhea's winning it. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, man, but that's what I'm thinking. After that, you had LA Knight versus Austin Theory, man, which this is what led to the WrestleMania match I was talking about earlier. LA Knight versus Austin Theory. Logan Paul pushes ISO. For some reason, ISO Speed was there while he was trying to erase this curse, but for some reason, he was out there for that match. And Logan Paul ended up pushing ISO Speed into LA Knight. LA Knight got distracted from the match. The Usos came out. ISO Speed jumped over LA Knight, ran back to the ring, everything. The Usos went to LA Knight went to go get ISO Speed. He got hit with the roll up, and then Austin Theory got the win. Then they cornered him. They went to go do the 1D on him, and next thing you know, Logan Paul pulls him out the ring. LA Knight told him not to go anywhere. Adam Pearce came out and made it official. So we got LA Knight and the Usos versus the Vision and ISO Speed. Yeah, we're going to talk about that match when we get to the road to WrestleMania, the final topic of today. But we got one more match to talk about on here. Actually, it technically wasn't a match. It was a signing, which Oba and Brock Lesnar went to go sign the contract and everything. And when Oba and Brock Lesnar went to go, it was just chaos, man. Everything was getting thrown around the ring. This match is going to be an absolute banger, man. I'm talking about top of the notch, man. I'm talking about this is going to be the match. Oh, yeah, also forgot to talk about the thing that happened because Nikki Bella got injured and she's rehabbing right now. She'll be ready for WrestleMania. But Bayley had a match against Lash Legend and she ended up pinning Lash Legend, won the match. But then after that, they all broke out and fought each other. And, this match is going to be a great match too because it's going to be a fatal four-way at WrestleMania. And, this is going to be a straight banger, man. Like, WrestleMania is stacked, man. WrestleMania is set, and it's not fully set either. They're still talking about putting more matches. It's not set yet. So, we still got a few more matches coming. I think that it was it for Monday Night Raw. So, before we get over to the road to WrestleMania, we're going to hear a word from what the Not Boom podcast has going on.
No, but Friday nights, 9 Eastern, it's the Dribble NBA edition on the Not Move podcast. We break down the week, the trades, the highlights, everything around the league. Tap in, chop it up with us, and get the takes that move the game forward. Stay not moved.
If you're craving baseball talk that doesn't flinch, tap in with us Monday nights at 8 Eastern.
It's the Rusty Mitt MLB edition of the Not Move podcast. Breakdowns, debates, all the swings and misses without the fake fluff.
Join us live or catch the replay wherever you get your pods. Rusty Mitt, not moved. Stay not moved.
Tap into the Not Move podcast every Friday night at 8 Eastern.
We're bringing the scrap sheet, UFC edition.
Every jab, every takedown, every headline.
All the fights, all the drama, all the picks, right here.
Watch live on YouTube or listen anywhere you get your podcast. Hit follow, hit subscribe.
And stay not moved.
Tuesday nights just got louder. Ringside Rewind is live every week, 9 Eastern.
We're breaking down Raw, SmackDown, and everything leading into the weekend. If it happens between the ropes, we're talking about it.
Deep dives, hot takes, and a few surprise
and
replays.
A whole lot of arguing.
Yeah, but the good kind.
Ringside
Every Thursday night, the Not Move podcast drops a new episode of
In the Wicked.
Our deep dive on everything around the NHL.
We break down the plays, the trades, the stats, and the stories that matter.
Plus, a few hot takes along the way.
Join us live at 8 p.m. Eastern, or catch it on your favorite podcast app right after.
Same energy, same on.
The world's game has a new home. Tap into the Not Move podcast every Sunday night at 9 Eastern. It's the football edition, and I'm bringing you the El Uncle Max attack, everything World Cup, every angle, every goal. Breakdowns, laughs, and all the passion in the pitch. Stay locked, stay ready.
Morning bettors, welcome back to Angling the Odds on the Not Move podcast.
Every Monday and Friday, we tear into lines, probabilities, and hidden edges across the boards.
We run the numbers, chart the trends, and find value plays so you can tilt the odds your way.
Live at 10:30 Eastern. Mark it, lock it, and join the conversation.
Yeah, so that's everything the Not Move podcast has going on. Don't forget to check it out, man. Let's talk about the road to WrestleMania, man. We got some exciting matches going on right now. Let's let's get one of the tough ones out the way. It's not really that exciting, but it is exciting if you know who IShowSpeed is. Logan Paul. It's going to bring views to wrestling, so that is exciting. We're going to have new fans, and it's always nice when you get new people coming into wrestling, man. So you got IShowSpeed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory versus Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight, which clearly I think the Usos and LA Knight's going to come out with the win on this one. That's a clear decision for me. If Logan Paul, IShowSpeed, and Austin Theory can win it, man, I would be surprised. I would definitely be surprised. Let's talk about this match. You got the Bella Twins. You got Charlotte Flair. You got Alexa Bliss. You got Ira. And you got Bayley. And then you got Lash Legend and Nia Jax in a fatal 4-way tag team match. For me, I think Bayley and Lyra is going to come out with the win on this one. This personally, I don't see no other way unless they just leave it on Nia and Lash. That's the only other option I can see them doing. But if they do that, where do you go from there? I mean, they're a great tag team, yes. Yes, but are you going to have them dominate for years? Or are you going to just have them go for a couple more months? If they're going to win at WrestleMania, I want to see them at least go to SummerSlam. I want to see them as the tag team at least to SummerSlam if they're winning at WrestleMania. Now, if they don't, I'm going Bayley Ira. Now, when it comes to CM Punk versus, actually, let's talk about the Intercontinental title real quick. You got Rey Mysterio. It's a 6-man ladder match. You got Rey Mysterio, Penta, JD Madonna, Rusev. You have Dragon Lee and Javon Evans. Man, I think Javon Evans is about to become the youngest Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania, man. This is going to be a sight to see. I'm talking about off the top rope, off the ladder, man. This is going to be one of the best matches to watch of the night. Now, yes, you got some of these huge matches coming up, but this is probably one of the biggest underrated matches they got on the card, man. This is going to be an excellent match. Stay tuned and be prepared to watch this match. I might even host WrestleMania just for the hell of it, man. I might even post it on my computer, dog. We might host WrestleMania. Yeah, I might just host WrestleMania, dog. I'm thinking to host WrestleMania. But you got Brock versus, actually, you got AJ Lee. Before we get into those matches, you got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch wins at WrestleMania. She finally beats AJ Lee, and that's how I think that's how that's going to end up. I think Jelly Roll's going to end up getting a match at WrestleMania. I think he's going to end up facing Kid Wilson, and if that's the case, I think Kid Wilson actually wins. I don't know, but that might just been a couple weeks. Jelly Roll's going to go be on there, but he might be at WrestleMania. We'll find out. Who else? I'm missing somebody. I want to get all the matches before the main event. I don't know who Damian Priest. Jacob Fatu. You got Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. I'm taking Jacob Fatu. This is going to be a dog fight, man. You got the Samoan Werewolf versus the Scottish Warrior, man. This is going to be an absolute dog fight. But the Samoan Werewolf just got the edge, in my opinion. I think the Samoan Werewolf is going to win this. I think somehow, somewhere, if the MFT is getting a fight at WrestleMania, I think they're going to turn on Solo at WrestleMania. I'm still sticking with that theory. I think the Bloodline's going to reunion at WrestleMania when it comes to the main event. But we'll talk about that when we get to the main event. Now, let's talk about this one. Rhea versus Jade. I already said earlier, I think Rhea's going to beat Jade. To me, it's no doubt. But that's going to be a banger match in all opinions. I think Jade's just been done too much to Rhea for Rhea not to win. Like you would beat up my best friend while having your two friends hold me down. I'm winning somehow, some way. But then we had Stephanie Valkyria versus. Oh, hold on, because I forgot about before we do that match. I forgot about one of the best matches, man. Because the Demon is back, man. The Demon is back. Finn Balor is back to the Demon, man. So we got the Demon, Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. I'm taking the Demon. I don't care. It's biased. I'm taking the Demon. In all opinions, I'm taking the Demon. That's who I'm rocking with, and I'm sticking with it, man. Now when it comes to Stephanie Valkyria and Liv Morgan, I think Liv Morgan loses. I think Roxanne and Raquel turns on Liv, or something happens. I don't know. I just see Liv losing. Or maybe they don't turn on her yet. Maybe she wins at WrestleMania, and then they get jealous later over time and then turn on her, and then she faces one of them at SummerSlam. That could happen, but I don't think that Stephanie's going to lose, but we're going to have to wait and see. The U.S. title, I think it's going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Julia at WrestleMania, which that's going to be a banger. Tiffany might win at WrestleMania. I think they're not going to put her in the Universal title as of right now. I think she's staying out of that. So I'm going Tiffany Stratton for sure. When it comes to Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, I think Randy Orton wins because he's retiring. I feel like Randy Orton's going to retire soon. So I feel like Randy Orton's going to win, but I don't know what they're doing with this Pat McAfee for real. I don't know what Pat McAfee's doing. But it might be really good. It might turn out really good. You don't know. Pat McAfee did throw on a banger promo. So it might turn out to be really good. So we'll just have to wait and see. When it comes to Roman and CM Punk, I'm a little biased on this. I'm taking my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I don't really like CM Punk, but I think he's great at promos. I just don't like him for what he did 10 years ago. But that's just me personally. But I'm taking Roman, but I think Punk's gonna put up a banger of a match. I still think it's gonna be a great match. Either way, it's gonna be a great match. I forgot about another match. You got Seth Rollins versus Gunther. That's been confirmed for WrestleMania. Give me Gunther. I'm taking Gunther at WrestleMania. Paul Heyman owes him a favor now. I'm taking Gunther. I think we're going to get El Grande versus Bravo at WrestleMania. Both El Grandes at WrestleMania. And if that is, I'm going to take the original, and I'm going to take the fake to get his mask wrist ripped off. But that's all we got for today. That's the WrestleMania. That's the Monday Night Raw. That's the Friday Night SmackDown. This has been Robert. This is Robert with the Not Move Podcast. This has been a great show, man. Y'all stay tuned for more. We're going to have more up and coming. The next show, we're going to be doing Friday Night SmackDown. We'll have more people in here as well. We're going to be doing Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw. We're going to do old school generation wrestlers. Let me tell y'all what's coming up with the Not Move Podcast real quick. There's the Dribble. There's the Wicked, which y'all heard all that in the video. But interviews coming up. Shout out to JB for doing the interview with Brian I can't say his last name. But he's a real good Brian Ball Digger. Yeah. And shout out to Grim. Shout out to Gremlin. My boy Gremlin. Round of applause. Ken Dibbler. He did an interview with former tight end. Yes, sir. and it was absolutely fire. I did an interview with Brad Cruz, former Steelers linebacker. That was fire. We got plenty of more interviews come out. JB Not Move Podcast did an interview with Brian Maxwell, also the owner of BKFC. He's done a couple of great interviews. Shout out to the Millions app. Shout out to the Not Move Podcast. This has been fun. This has been real. Y'all stay blessed. And as always, stay not moved.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.